Well, we're doing the last half mile of back sloping for the year. Fighting frost pretty hard. I'm really happy I got a ripper on the back of this machine because otherwise I would not be going. It's pretty solid. Good 3-4 inches of frost, but able to rip through it anyway. It's pretty nice here today. It's in supposed to get up to 45, so a lot of this frost will get pretty soft, should break up, but the only bad thing is I don't have any wings on, and they're forecasting 5 to 10 inches of snow starting tonight and all day Friday, so that's gonna get mighty interesting. So probably gonna be putting all the wings and plows on tomorrow. It's kind of weird. That's South Dakota for you. Can be moving dirt one day and plowing snow the next, so just kind of bizarre how that works. Done a lot of dirt work this fall for this township. This will be my 6th half mile, and sounds like I got a few more to do next year already, so I'll take advantage of it. Definitely helps me out in the winter time getting rid of these snow problems, so I'm not complaining. Pretty much what I do on these fence lines. This one here was a little different, but I had to rip the top to get it loosened up so I can get into it with the moldboard, and then you pretty much just start at the top and keep working your way down. Just peel, you know, 2-3 inches off at a time or whatever you can pull. And then you just keep working it out in the field as you go along. big tree stump here that they dug out, so had to fill that hole in, and a bunch of rocks here, and then I got a tile inlet I got to be careful for here, so I'm working around that. You got to be careful not to pull dirt into this inlet here, or outlet I should say. It's actually pretty rough here. What I'm having is there's still a little frost in spots, and I'll break through it with the blade, and then the blade kind of comes in and out of the ground, so dealing with that a little bit, but it ain't too bad. Definitely had worse. Careful around the guy wire here. And then if you look over here, I kind of wish I would have got some video, but my GoPro was dead and I didn't have any extra batteries, so I didn't get the videotape the first half mile I did here, but I did a ditch clean out and everything on this one, so really happy how that turned out. The landowner was super happy the way it turned out, so can't complain on that. So pretty much now what I do is I'll shift up to third here, since I'm not cutting near, you know, I'm just moving loose material now. And what I'll do is I'll just take it from what I cut here in this windrow and just start rolling it out in the field and leveling it out. I know one thing, the township, you know, they never really would order a machine with a ripper on it. now that we got that packer behind the blade on this township here, we got to have it to raise and lower it. But I'm finding I really like it doing this dirt work. You get in an old fence line where there's old wire, or you really don't know what you're going to come into. I can put that ripper down and rip everything and pull up rocks and old fence and a little bit of everything. And I'd rather pull up an old fence post and wire with the ripper versus catch it with the moldboard and have a risk of getting it with a tire, or a lot of different variables there. So just got to be careful on that aspect. Really enjoy doing this type of work. I've always enjoyed doing the dirt work side of things. You get to, you know, see the landscape change of what you started that day and the finished product. You get to do that blading too. You get to see your finished product at the end of the day, but doing the dirt side of things, it's a lot more noticeable, and people, notice the landscape change. Just fun to roll dirt back and forth. And I actually got lucky on this fence line. I don't have any underground utilities to worry about. There's no fiber, no power, no nothing to worry about, so I can just kind of hog dirt and not have to worry about hitting an expensive underground wire. But I guess we'll see what the weather does tomorrow, and see how much snow we get. If we don't get a lot of snow, I still got about a week's worth of dozer work to do. I got some terraces to level off, and I think one waterway to do, and some other stuff. So if we don't get too much snow and we can keep moving dirt, I'll definitely get some video of that. But from the sounds of the weather, you guys might be getting your first snow plowing video of the year coming here fairly shortly, depending on what the storm does. One thing you guys will probably notice is how easy it is for me to change gears and and switch the blade around on the end versus what it was like when I had my other Cat 140 with the steering wheel and levers. Doing this type of work, that's when you really notice how efficient the joysticks make you as an operator. Being able to manipulate all them controls with just you know, a couple fingers, and doesn't take long. I know one thing, you're way more relaxed running this machine than you are running a steering wheel and lever machine. But I'll run them either way, doesn't bother me. I actually enjoy getting switched back and forth to all the different machines I get to operate, just to keep me sharp on my different machines, and being able to jump back and forth, and that way when I go do my hands-on training, there's pretty much no machine that I haven't been in, or at least had some time in the seat anyway. It's always amazing to me how much these machines will move for dirt. You know, I got dirt all the way up to the top of the circle and dang near to my front axle right now, and it's not even struggling at all. So definitely nice to have this newer equipment that can move a lot of material in a short amount of time. That other half mile, I did the whole ditch clean out and did the back slope and laid everything out in the field, and I did all that in 7.5 hours, so that's a pretty good time to do all that. This is where it's going to get really rough. I'm dealing with the frozen chunks that I ripped earlier, so not going to be the smoothest doing this right now, but once I get them covered up, they won't be so bad to work with. But all this stuff here, it'll have all winter to kind of go through the freeze and thaw cycle, and they'll all break up by next spring, and farmer, he'll just run a chisel plow or a disc over it and kind of work it up and plant right into it. So that works out great for everybody. It did sound like the farmer was going to put the fence back in here on these 2.5 miles, so which is fine. At least get the old ridge knocked off and everything leveled out for him and make a big difference. You're gonna have some rock and shit to pick up after this one. I'll let you guys kind of see what I am doing on this one here. I'll take and try to get a couple different camera angles today here as I go, and I'll add them to the video and go from there. I got it all done. In my pickup now. Got the blade put away for the day anyway. They're talking a doozy of a snowstorm for us. They got us in 10 inches now and 30-mile-an-hour winds, so be definitely putting the wings on in the morning, I would say. But I'm happy I got this all back sloped and cleaned up nice. Got it all rolled out in the field there. Yeah, this one here wasn't as bad to do on this side. There was probably 8 to 10 inches of material that I had to take off of this back slope here, and then I come right down to the bottom of the ditch. On the north-south road over here, there was virtually no ditch in this road here. On the edge of the road, I should say. So I took and cut a flat bottom ditch in there. Did the end slopes on the shoulder. Cut the back slope. Laid everything out in the field nice for the farmer. It's always a little tricky when you come up to stuff like this. I got a culvert here, so I had to farmer, he's got his own payloader, so he was able to clean out the edges there for me. Well, really happy how this turned out. I got a ditch back in the road finally, so there'll be a place for water to run now, and got everything leveled off nice. Definitely will help a lot this winter, having a nice smooth edge on the field, and nothing will get stopped here in the winter time. This is one of them spots where the ditch was actually higher than the road. I took probably a foot of material out of the road ditch there. But got everything pushed out nice. Really happy how it turned out anyway. But with that, that's the end of this job. I'll probably have some video of maybe putting the wings on or getting machines ready tomorrow. And I'll definitely get some video of pushing snow if we have to go out. But I'd like to thank everybody for watching. Well, you got any questions on back sloping or doing dirt work, put them down in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. Please subscribe and like the video, and we'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching.